Good day, everyone. Welcome back. I forgot kind of where I left off. I did a little bit of recording yesterday. I don't think I'm going to use any of it, but basically just to recap everybody, the engine is sitting like so. These valve covers that you see on there were part of this bottom turbo setup. This is the exhaust manifold that the turbo will sit on, and front-facing intake. Now, this isn't everything that you need in order to turbo an engine, but it's definitely the fundamentals. From there, I still need things like better injectors. If I want to run this successfully, I need to get an aftermarket ECU. I want to get the car up and running and do a couple good, successful events with the car before I go crazy with it. But this was too good of a deal for me to pass up, so I had to get it. Oh, just wanted to include this there. I'm gonna hold on to this for a while before it actually goes on the engine, but it's still exciting. But unfortunately, I can't use those. They require AN fittings. Not only that, but also the intake faces forward. With these, what you would need to, at least. So since I'm going to be keeping this mainly stock, but just built for boost in the future until I have everything together to do so, these are going to come back off. Stock ones are going to go back on again. So the other one has to run that forward-facing intake manifold, which will kind of piss off my ECU a little bit. So I have to get a standalone at that point. But the other one, since it's maybe stock, it's just going to go on the top. So that is what I'm going to be doing with the engine. Other than that, head is bolted on. It's ready to go. If anybody plans on doing this, spend the money on a complete gasket set for the entire engine. It has been such a pain in my butt to hunt down a gasket, order 2 O-rings from a guy on the East Coast, basically, just to get something shipped over. So just buy a whole set. It's nice to have it, and then if you don't end up using something, you don't end up using something. But then that way, you're not like me, where I have constantly just been held up on a gasket, an O-ring, a filter of some kind of like can't do water pump until I have a new water pump gasket, where a whole gasket refresh kit for the engine has everything that you'll need, plus maybe a little bit more. So do yourself a favor, get yourself that. Either way, progress is being made on it, slowly but surely. So, I shouldn't have done that. I'm too old to be spinning in circles. Now that I've light tapped this in, we got to put in our little tooth here. It goes right over crank pulley. This little guy is crucial. And it gets torqued down to 71 inches foot-pounds. Just like so. So I am starting most of my timing system. I'm not going to be able to do the whole thing until I have my water pump together, but at least for right now, a little forward progress. So that's why I'm starting to just kind of put things back together here. Next, we're going to do the idler pulley, which is going to go right here. You need to put a little bit of Loctite on 2 to 3 of the threads. That's what the service manual says.
Right. Is this your blue Loctite or my blue Loctite?
Oh, it's yours.
Consumables as well.
I brought new brake clean. two brand new cans of it for you, bud.
You know you're gonna go through both of those by yourself.
All right, friends, idler pulley is going on. Got some Loctite on there that you can see. And service manual recommends that you tighten this to 26 foot-pounds. Not inch-pounds this time, 26 foot-pounds. but I love doing things the hard way. Rather not do that, I guess. There we go. Have Beijing beef. Anyway, so it's perfectly good. It's brand new. We just got to slowly squeeze this down. We got a little pin here ready to go.
Instructions. See, I got you instructions.
I didn't want to include it. I wanted to look smart. Sometimes. Nothing wrong with some instructions. Nothing wrong with instructions. But you don't want to go too fast with one of these. You want to slowly bring it in. So you can tell I'm very, very slowly pushing this in. I can feel the fluid like receding, right? Like you give it a little bit, you can feel it kind of loosen up a little bit, you give it a little bit more. This will take a minute to do. And we got a nice little pin set up and ready here. What I did is I just went and looked at the way that it goes into the car, right? So it's gonna go this way into it so that I can pull it in that way. Because that would really suck if I put it in. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be a big deal, baby. So, yep. Just in case you're curious, the tensioner Toyota calls for 20 foot-pounds. So since we're pretty much doing all this by the book, let's just keep going by the book. Cams are going in. Remember, so this is the front of my box. It's so weird to think, like looking back and like I remember taking this all off and now it's getting ready to go back in. It's kind of fun. But I got my exhaust side, and then number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right, front, all the way to the back. Same with intake side, front, all the way to the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping this. Got my house cleaning gloves on. We need to put the motor into TDC. We're gonna get our bolt. So we need to get this little gear up here to this guy. You can hear it doing things in there. There we go. So, sorry, I had assembly lube all over me and I had to go through and I removed all of these again, put assembly lube on them, and then put them right back into place. So following the order that they came out, go back in. There's a couple of these that are a little stuck. Moved most of them by hand, but this guy right here, we're gonna see about that guy. Once we have it all timed, we can sit here and spin it and actually watch them just to make sure that they are going up and down. It is an extremely tight tolerance between these buckets and the actual head, right? So I think they'll work itself out. We're gonna find out. Woo! So looking at the service manual here, right? You see that the exhaust side, or sorry, the intake side, the one on the right, has that little dowel that looks like it's facing directly to the right, and it has 2 cams in the back that are facing up the wells. It's not these very back ones, it's these ones. Looking at the diagrams, you got the other 2 that you can't really see. But looking at this, so if I spin this, don't worry, I'll spin this. That little dowel right there is off to the right, and you can see the 2 cams in the back are facing upward. So that's how we're going to install the intake. And then the exhaust, it looks like that knock pin is what they're calling it. It's going to be, what could you say, like almost 11 o'clock-ish. And the first 2 lobes will be up as well. That's how Toyota recommends to install these. And then we'll do the caps. And at the caps, it goes in a certain order too. I'll show you all that later. So my hands are gonna be real greasy here in a second, so. All right, so here we go. I'm excited. You guys excited? I'm excited for this, so here we go. All right. Already went through and cleaned and polished. That's gonna be sitting at 9 o'clock. Right there. Let's get some assembly lube. Good to go. Too bad I don't have any friends here to sit there and look at while I do this. I don't know why I did that. I feel like that was such a nerve-wracking thing to just put these on. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side real quick too. No, that's not what I said, Siri. Facing up. So if you'll notice, it's still not sitting all the way down right here on this, on the exhaust side, and it's because these two lobes in the back are currently sitting down on the shims, but once we slowly start squeezing everything down, it'll be okay. Now, Toyota does recommend, according to them, to do 3 and 7. 3? Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tighten those down, and then put the rest of them on. Everybody I talk to, including some friends that are some builders, oh, cool, I ripped my glove. They said just put your cap on and just slowly walk down each and every single one of them, just nice and slow. Starting, of course, with the middle and then just working your way out. So that's what I'm going to do, and here we go. So you can't see it, but it does say I2 for the second one in with an arrow facing towards the front of the engine. So it says to add just a little bit of oil where the cam cap threads are going to go, or the bolts. So I'm just going to add just a pinch. Here. So I installed the main cap as well. This one required a little bit of sealant, so I went ahead and put that on there. Now it says to tighten these to 15 foot-pounds. So since ours doesn't do, our torque wrench starts at 20, we're going to use our inch-pounds. 15 times 12 is 180. 80. Perfect. And I remember it wasn't B engineering, it's B manufacturing. But I still put the link in the last video. Can you even see my face from right here? Yeah, you can see me. I put it in the last video. I'll put it in this one as well. And there we go, 11, 12, 13, 14. What I'm referring to is, sorry, no, I lost my train of thought. The service manual, everything that I'm using that tells me what to do in what order, what needs lubrication, blah, 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 but most importantly, torque settings and the sequence as well. 13, 14 are gonna be these big guys right here. All right, that's in. These tiny little guys right here, they're 5 with the hex, it's a 5mm with the hex, 44 foot-pounds. so y'all can see. So 1, 2, starting with the 3, so you got I2, right? So it just helps you 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back. It's the same thing for the other side as well. 5, 6 is going to be like the third one in from the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it. All right, the battery died, so I'm back. Engine's looking good. We're gonna do some more tomorrow, of course, right? We're gonna keep this going. I've been sitting here for the last 5 minutes, longer actually, 10 to 15 minutes, just staring at it, remembering when this was just an ugly block. I should have taken more pictures. I have, in my mind, I was like, I have plenty of video, so why do I need pictures? But just to like, it's coming together and it's looking good, and I'm so happy. If you're new to the channel by any means, this is my first time ever rebuilding an engine, so I'm just happy. I'm happy and I'm excited. This has been a bucket list item for me for a long time, and I'm seeing it come to fruition. All the nuts, all the bolts, everything's been touched by me and reinstalled. So it's very gratifying. It's like a child. But anyways, not really a child. I need to hurry and end this and recap it. I need to get home, edit this video, get it to you folks. But I can't thank my friend Hayden, whose shop this is, who you've seen if you watch these videos. I can't thank him enough for taking the time to teach me and show me what to do on this while also running a shop at the same time. Hayden, if you watch, man, I love you. Thank you very much for helping me do this. It's gonna be sad when we take this and put it in the car and then I go bye-bye and get a job. Anyway, I am immensely just grateful. I mean, I am here at 7:45 by myself. He left me a key so that I can stay and continue to work on this, and also get here early in the morning so that I can continue working on this. So the trust that he put in me I'm forever grateful. Thank you, and thank you all too for watching. I know there aren't very many of us, but actually I take that back. 70 people is a lot of people. Like, if you think about it, like, you take 70 people and put them in a room, this whole shop would be full of people. So thank every single one of you. Thank you, seriously. I love it. I'm forever grateful. I'm going to continue doing this even when I get back to work. The videos will slow down immensely, but I mean, think about this. After this, the engine goes into the car, right? And then I'm going to start driving, and then I'm going to try and give feedback. You're going to see me just get behind the wheel and hopefully progress throughout the season, as long as this just keeps being the perfect little thing that it is. So yeah, anyways, okay, I got to end this. Again, thank you all. Love you all. Hayden, appreciate you. My wife, Heather, thank you as well for letting me come here and, not get home until sometimes 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and crawl in bed and then get up in the morning and take off. So thank you. For certain people, thank you. I mean, there'd be a big thank you at the end. Kiefer, thank you, right? That's your head. That's on there. Without you, I would be headless. So, all right, love you all. But I don't know, show some love if you could. I would appreciate it. And yeah, so again, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more, because it's gonna keep coming at you. And also, I'll see you all around. Love you all, and love the one that you're with. Big kisses. Bye.